from them because that's who I bought it from.
Right.
And, they got it pieced back together and rolling, but never running. And when the old man passed, they had gotten rid of the other car, Fuelish, and then decided to let go of this car also. And that's how I found it, was basically just a roller that was not certified, no motor, no trans, no wiring, no brakes, just old dry rotted tires and push it around.
So
and we go ahead.
So what kind of engine you got in it now?
I had a engine done by Ohio Crankshaft. It's a 620 cubic inch big block Chevy.
So what kind of tires you got on it?
I'm running Mickey Thompson's 34s on the back on a 17-inch wheel.
So how's that working out for you?
It's been really good so far. The car hooks well. If you give it a good burnout, it launches really straight. The only thing I've wondered about maybe going to a smaller tire when I wear these out, just because I do on the big end, if you give it too much brake, you'll get a lot of tire flop out of this thing. And so I've wondered about maybe getting a little smaller tire to assist in the braking and maybe pick up a little bit on the ET. But
yeah.
Again, I just haven't worried about a whole lot of that because it's a handful where it's at.
Now, when you got this car, was it already hijinks or you repainted it?
No, it had the start of this paint job on it. They had done a scheme that replicated pictures they had found when they bought it. I'm talking about the Kleggermans, of course. They had some old photos of the car when it was supposedly original and out west, and it was called the Phoenix. And it had raced a little while in a silver and red and blue configuration. And they've redone the stripe and everything is the same style, but they have changed the colors. And it had, none of the lettering, just the striping on it. So we left the body like it was, and when I brought it home and I started getting it ready, they wanted a lot of work done on the cage. I think we ended up adding 11 bars to the cage just to get it back to a 750 car, and the NHRA told me that it wasn't going to be a 6.0 or less car the way it was set up. So that's kind of where I stopped with where I was at,
Right.
We have enough in it to get it to where it's pushing the limit. And I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, anymore, it's already, to make it drive better, you almost have to add some weight to the front end and keep it down. So, and that's defeating the purpose on a drag racer.
So now how'd you come up with the name Hijinks?
Well, again, that scheme was already started on the car, and we just thought it was really a good name for it to stick with, because everything on it was so unorthodox, and we never really know how it's going to react. Some days it goes great, and there's been several times that we've had issues.
So now, Dustin, when you take this car out to race, how many crew members do you have, and who are the crew members?
None 90% of the time, if we leave home, especially if we leave Indiana, then I don't have a crew. It's me and my girlfriend. Maybe we'll bring my dog. Maybe not. That's why it's, set up to be run so economical. Like I said, we're on a shoestring budget. I run a few cars, and no matter what I run, that's pretty much it. It's just me and the old lady, and if we can't make it happen, then it's not going to happen.
So you have no sponsors for the car then?
We're not sponsored really by anybody. It's just something we enjoy to do. We try to get to go to shows that at least comp us to get in, and maybe they'll give us some gas money, maybe they won't.
You do car shows too?
We do car shows and nostalgia events, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, we don't bracket race. We don't have any large sponsors. We're not any kind of national company.
Right. So now when you're getting ready for a weekend of drag racing with this car, what goes into preparation for you to get the car ready?
We just pull it out, get it off of the skates, go through and check everything, fire it up, make sure everything sounds good, get it in the trailer and get it safe, and head out. Yeah. We do all of our major maintenance every time that we come home. After an event, if I feel like the car has a hiccup or a sneeze, then right when I get home, I go through all of that so that it's ready the next time. I don't need to worry about it.
So what have been some of your favorite tracks to run on with the funny car?
When we done the Funny Car Nationals with Dennis, it was in Quaker City, and that track was one of our funnest and quickest quarter-mile times. The way that track's set up with the uphill staging lanes and the burnout box uphill, that works out so nice for cars like mine, because I run no front brake, a total solid chassis, just a heavy rear brake and a parachute. So to get to roll up the hill and catch the water box and basically burn out uphill, I think my tires were the happiest ever coming off of there. And then, other than that, my local tracks, places I've been to, I got certified at Bunker Hill, Indiana, which is one of the oldest tracks in Indiana. And so that feels like home. And there's a US 60 down in Kentucky that we've run at a lot. And that track, I'm just so used to it. I can kind of pick my times and, tell you, hey, I think I'm going to go run a 5:30, and, I'll be right there, or so close it's not funny.
And yeah. So you run on quarter mile and eighth mile both?
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter.
You got a preference?
Well, it's a little safer to run the 8th mile. I'm not going as fast. But other than that, no. My preference is just a nice track. The car is so unforgiving. So the smoother the track, the better the ride for me, and the better chance of me pushing the car to go as fast as I know it can go. We've been on some tracks that were so rough, even at 8th mile, that by the time I got to the traps, the car was bouncing hard enough that it deployed the parachute with me never taking my hands off the wheel.
Wow.
I've been through a lot of rough rides with this car. I broke the body off of it, loose from the chassis, 6 different times.
Okay.
And at Quaker City, we actually had a violent shutdown and broke the body loose there. And we took it to a welding shop right down the road from the track Friday night and fixed the body mounts, tidied everything up, and I made more passes to complete the weekend Saturday.
So have you had any accidents or near accidents at all with this car?
Yeah, there's a little bit of video from the Quaker City event of the car getting pretty violent off of the ground. And I can't remember the photographer's name right off of my top of my head. Georgie says it's Rick Lee that had pictures of the car when it was acting up on that particular pass I was talking about.
Right. So now, where do you get your fire suit from?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Your fire suit. Where do you purchase your fire suit from?
I buy a lot of my stuff through Jegs, because we're a Jegs dealer here at my shop.
All right. So now, what do you consider to be some of the milestones of your drag racing career?
You know, really, I'm just floored by the fact that I get to do this. The way we grew up, and you know, the different things that's happened through life. I'm thankful every day just that I have more than one amazing car, and I get to go out and run these events. And people want to talk to me, and they want to see me show up. I've had little kids want me to sign their T-shirt. This last year with our gasser, we got runner-up at a national event for the Holly Hot Rod Reunion. And, we weren't even trying. We just went down there to honestly drink beer and pop wheelies. And, the whole thing, it's all been amazing. Just any little bit of it. Just people thinking that you're cool is the greatest thing of racing. So to nail it down to one single thing is kind of difficult. I'm grateful for all of the experiences, all the opportunities. I've been really blessed just to be able to do this. There's lots of people, I'm sure, that would want to do stuff like this and never get to.
So now, with the funny car or the gasser, have you had a greatest competitor since you've been racing?
Not really a big competitor with the funny car. Back Motor Mike would like to get us together somewhere and do a match race, and that would be cool just for a nostalgia event. I'm pretty sure he's got a lot more motor than I do, so he'd probably come out on top there, but it would still be neat to see the whole thing go down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And, with the gasser, like I said, we just travel around and do shows with it. So there's not anybody that's like out gunning to get me, or that's, I'm going to put Dustin on the trailer this weekend, or, because it's not really that kind of a theme. When we go to the drag strip, we're a real close-knit family, and when we're there, it's all about putting on an event. And, a lot of us really, we might get $100 to show up, and they're basically giving us beer money, and we're all out there trying to break our cars because we want all the kids in the stands and all the people to stand up cheering and say, wow, did you see that wheelie? And that guy almost done a backflip. And